Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Did Paulie Malignaggi switch sides and cross over to the Mayweather side? What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the notification gang, hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, the channel donations, and the Patreon family. We are working. This week, Mayweather McGregor weigh-in is tomorrow, and I got to talk about this boxing news. As you guys know, unless you live under a rock, Paulie Malignaggi and Conor McGregor have been at each other's throats for the last month, I would say. And initially, in preparation for Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor sought out the help of Paulie Malignaggi, invited him to camp for a sparring partner position. He housed him. Paulie said it was not the best conditions, but he didn't want to be a complainer. He just wanted to be a part of history, and he was there to help. He said it was like kind of like a crack house, bad neighborhood, and when you're in this big of a fight, you would assume the fighter would break a little bread for his sparring partners because they're there to help. Things got messy. They had 2 sparring sessions. Obviously, the second one was highlighted. There were some pictures released in both sparring sessions. One with Conor had his hands behind his back, and it looked like he was maybe like getting off on Paulie, and then it escalated with the second. There was a picture that looked like Paulie had got knocked down. Paulie claimed it was a push down, yada yada yada. So in the end, Paulie Malignaggi, he left the camp. He's like, I didn't sign up for this. I was really trying to help him, but obviously he carried a grudge from what I said previously, because when Conor first applied for his boxing license, there were people like Mikey Garcia and also Paulie Malignaggi who were calling out Conor, like, we'll christen you, we'll fight you. And Paulie then, after he's seen how it was handled and things were handled, he basically felt like they tried to set me up. Like they brought me in camp to try to use my name as like street cred, to make it look like they're destroying me, and any success he has, it was going to get broadcasted. But the success I had, they were going to sweep it under the rug and edit it out and not show the world and stuff like that. So that's the latest. And I've been covering this fight, Mayweather McGregor. I'm in Las Vegas as we speak. I was at the grand arrivals, and they kind of came to head. The first time that I know of them both meeting up, and Paulie was talking to Conor's manager, and then Conor came up, and they kind of was like, he was like, oh, you got your ass whooped. Conor was like, you got your ass whooped. Paulie was like, bring your balls, bring your balls. So fast forward to the future today, pictures released on the internet, and it's clearly Paulie Malignaggi in the Mayweather gym. He's in the Mayweather boxing gym. There's several pictures, and he's talking. I mean, there's just pictures that are floating on the internet. You see him in this particular video, and he's talking with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd looks like he's having a good time, laughing, jovial. And there was one picture that released before, and it was just a picture of Floyd. I did a live stream. I went for like 4 hours, so shout out to the super chats and the people who tuned in to that. Make sure you go check that video out. I talked about it, and that was the title of the video. And now more pictures have been leaked from Paulie Malignaggi, and he put in the caption, "Look who's laughing now." So to me, this looks like kind of like some retaliation, and a lot of people are saying, oh, Paulie's a mole, he's a rat. And I want to give my thoughts on this situation. Fair play. I don't care who's mad, point blank, period. This is kind of, first of all, it's the art of war. Like Mike Tyson said, it's the art of skullduggery. This is skullduggery. This is the Sun Tzu shit. This is, you know what I mean? Conor always talks about Bruce Lee. There's a lot of great war strategists like Sun Tzu who penned books like The Art of War. You know what I mean? Robert Greene has the 48 Laws of Power. This is that. Crush your enemies totally. And Mayweather has been a master of that. He's a master businessman, and he's mastered the psychological game. Pissing Ricky Hatton off. Shane Mosley, he got a big nose. Why you got that green ass suit on? I'm money. You ain't money. You broke. You know what I'm saying? And doing all this easy work. Talking shit. And then Conor kind of took chapters out of the Floyd Mayweather playbook and used it to his own benefit and got a good fan base in doing it. But the reason I say fair play is because realistically, this is the same thing that Conor McGregor did to Paulie in a sense. Paulie's brought in as a sparring partner, and then all these pictures release of Conor with his hands behind his back, Paulie on the ground, looking like Paulie's getting melted with shots, and my shots break through the guard, and it's all these cryptic posts, and then an edited video of the sparring releases, and it's like, was it a knockdown, was it a pushdown? And now the gloves are off. So this is, to me, Mayweather's art of war. This is his psychological edge, and this is also Paulie Malignaggi saying fuck you, and like two can play that game. Because in the first picture with Mayweather, Paulie got his middle fingers up. I think this is all by design. You know what I mean? Because the way I perceive it is, on the heels of this fight, which is this weekend, you have Mayweather fighting McGregor. Now this is kind of speculation, if you will, and people are going to be like, what did Mayweather and Paulie talk about? Because you can't tell nothing from pictures. Just like when Conor was releasing them pictures of Paulie on the ground, and they're like, damn, did Conor knock down Paulie? The only thing you could do is speculate. And I think that's why he put that snarky comment, look who's laughing now. Is like, now I got the juice, like the shoes on the other foot, see how you like it. I'm in Mayweather's gym. Mayweather's preparing to fight you on Saturday. You guys weigh in tomorrow. Mayweather's saying he's too heavy and struggling with the weight, and Paulie Malignaggi looks like he's having these crazy conversations with Floyd in pictures, and he looks all happy. Floyd looks happy, and he's pointing, and he's like laughing. So now that Paulie was in camp with him, that's going to leave some doubts for Conor McGregor in the grand scheme of things, from my perspective. The reason being is because you let Paulie in your camp, but at the end of the day, he left unsatisfied, didn't get paid, broke the non-disclosure, or you guys mutually broke it by leaking stuff. Paulie's like, basically, they broke the non-disclosure. I was ready and willing to help, and that's what it was. But when they were showing me no respect, and I told him to chill with the pictures, and he kept doing it, then, you know what I mean, the gloves are off, because now the media's coming at me like, what happened? So he's like, I'm forced to defend myself and tell the real. So now we can only speculate what he's telling Floyd Mayweather. Is he giving the game plan? Is he giving Conor's weaknesses? Is he just spilling his guts like Cordon Bleu? Start spilling my guts like chicken Cordon Bleu when straight shit like Notorious Big did to that bitch on the skit on his last album. Y'all don't know about that Eminem. So, I mean, he's kind of, it's kind of a touche moment to me. You know what I mean? And I gotta address this. Some people are like, oh, Paulie's a rat, he's a mole, he's a snitch. I don't look at it like that. I know two wrongs don't make a right, but this is not a perfect world. And if somebody shitted on you and they were trying to make you look bad, then why would you have any kind of allegiance to them to protect them? Or, I mean, Paulie, from what he says, and I do believe him, he came into the camp with integrity. He came in really trying to help Conor McGregor, because if you listen to his early interviews, he was like, oh, I'm trying to help, I'm not really here to give the game plan and stuff like that. I'm trying to work with the dude. But later on, he realized he was kind of being set up, and it wasn't let bygones be bygones. It's like, I'm gonna set you up and I'm gonna get you back for all the shit you was talking. You said you could beat me with one hand tied behind your back, yada yada yada. So I think his intentions and his demeanor has changed through the course of this build-up, and now it's like I said, the gloves are off. But again, you're saying it like some people are like, oh, he's a rat. He's known Floyd for years. He's known Floyd for years. He's known Conor for a short period of time, and they already have beef and don't like each other. So what does that tell you? Why would he not be caught with the enemy? You know what I'm saying? To me, that doesn't make sense. So, I mean, what Paulie's doing here, I don't think that's him being a rat. You got a guy like Floyd Mayweather, who you've always been cool with from years. Floyd does a lot of business on Showtime now. Paulie's a Showtime commentator. Mayweather Promotions puts on a lot of events. So, you know what I mean? Floyd's been to some of them, like James DeGale, Badu Jack, Tank Davis, Jose Pedraza. Paulie's the commentator on that. You know what I mean? So you've known him for a gang of years, and he's never wronged you. But when you're in camp with Conor McGregor, he was obviously using your name to help hype the fight, which was smart. But this is what happens. Two can play that game in a sense. You fight fire with fire. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. It's no different than boxing itself. If you know anyone who's well schooled in boxing, and somebody's hitting you below the belt and constantly doing it, and the ref is not warning them, then you do it back to them until both of y'all get warned or both of y'all get points deducted. But you don't just allow another man to take away your dignity and try to humiliate you, embarrass you, and fight dirty. That's just, I mean, who wouldn't? If someone's rabbit punching, you rabbit punch them back. That's just boxing 101. Not that we want a dirty sport and we don't want clean blows, but I mean, if the ref is not doing anything and they keep going hitting you in the cup or hitting you in the back of the head, rabbit punching, what are you gonna do? Just allow it and like, hey, I'm being fair. So to me, Conor McGregor and his team, the Mac Life and all that, they kind of brought this on themselves by dogging Paulie out and making it look like he was trash and he was getting thrashed, and then later doing interviews on his media day saying, oh, he went running. He's like, Paulie went running. He was looking for a way out, and I whipped his ass, and he was badly concussed. So again, why would Paulie be doing anything different? That's just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Is Paulie a traitor? Like I said, to me, when I think of a Benedict Arnold, when I think of a traitor, it's usually somebody who you're supposed to be riding with one side. Like, let's say Tupac and the Outlaws, and then let's say the Outlaws started working with Biggie and Puffy. Now that's a traitor because you're still clicked up and your boss is Tupac and you part of his clique, the Outlaws, and now you're working with the enemy. That's different than this situation because Pac was taking care of you, he put you on, now you're working with the enemy, Bad Boy Records, right? That's not really what happened here. Paulie feels played, and like I said, the gloves are off. Conor's team started releasing pictures, talking down on his name. So now, you know what I mean, he's going to leave them to speculate. Like, you don't, and we don't know. We don't know. Maybe he told Floyd. Maybe Floyd don't care about what happened in sparring. Maybe he told him what happened in sparring. I don't know because I wasn't there. That's all we could do as fans and media is speculate on what happened. It's just pictures. There's no leaked tape yet of what Paulie is telling Floyd. So I don't really think of it as being a rat or a traitor because to me, this didn't end amicable, and it's not, you know what I mean, neither one of them, they both got to a level of immaturity with it, you know what I'm saying, where like they're talking shit. So now the gloves are off, and that's why Paulie's like, haha, look who's laughing now. Your whole game plan's out the window. You know what I mean? That's how I take it. Or at least speculate that I may be telling the game plan and what was going on in camp, whether he did it or not. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.